Hello everyone! Namaste! I'm excited to be back in this May recording for the wise ones. They are super excited to be back and kind of share the updates. Last month we went through an Andromeda Council update, which a lot of good stuff came through. If you haven't heard it yet, the exciting news is that we have reached a new balance on Earth thanks to the eclipse that happened on April 8th. That eclipse caused a shadow of the sun, that the light went through the shadow self and the shadow side of our world. And it just lit it up and lifted it up and transposed it. So, as a result, we have all been challenged to really let go of anything, any shadow self of our own, any traumas, any past upsets, any pain we've been carrying. You know that old adage of what luggage are you carrying? What are you going to let go of? That kind of thing. Let go of it. That is what that eclipse caused. Between the full moon eclipse in March and then the solar eclipse in April, the full moon had us looking at all of the dense stuff, like all the yuck was coming up. And then the solar eclipse just cleansed and cleared, if you allowed it, cleansed and cleared all of that yuck that came up from the full moon eclipse. So I had that a little bit off in my last show. It wasn't a full moon. We were coming out of the full moon eclipse of looking at all that dark stuff to come to the solar eclipse, which then kind of beamed in the light and transformed it, transposed it, whatever you want to say. It caused us to really just just almost vomit it out. We were just so sick of it. And get it out of our systems and out of the way and out of our field so that we could fly forward. Now, the powers that be really tried to keep us in fear that day. They wanted to keep us low and down and scared and sending out the military and sending out the guard and be careful of this and be careful of that and kids stay home from school. And at least here in America, that is what happened because the eclipse path went across us. There is no coincidence that that happened in America with what is happening in America right now. No coinky dink, as an ex-client used to say. I love that term. There's no coinky dink that it went through the path on Earth because, I'm sorry, the path it went through on Earth is the U.S. because of all of the turmoil in the U.S. right now and the challenges to our democracy and our Constitution. The powers that be really want to take it down. There's Klaus Schwab from the World Economic Forum actually said, the only thing in the way of the one world order is America's democracy. We must take down that democracy. Those were his words. So, the eclipse was greatly needed across America on April 8th. Great news. Great news. The world celebrated that day. And I mentioned being part of a global water project where we were just toning and humming into the water to lift the vibration of the water. Because let's face it, water is everything. We are 70% water. The water around the world, it moves energy. Water is energy, it's flow, it's dynamics, it's electrical energy movement. Water is critical to life. Not having water will kill you faster than anything else. So, any natural element, let's put it that way. So, that is critical. And what happened on that day with those global meditations that were happening, and many groups got together, people were joyous. It didn't work. All of the propaganda did not work to keep us in fear. And as a result, the consciousness of the humanity went beyond 50%. That's the great news. We went beyond 50%. And then our galactic friends were waiting to see, where will it fall? Will it go below? Will it stay above? Because they have always said that they need a 51% level of humanity asking for assistance. They can't just come in and take control. That takes away our divine right, our divine choice. So they needed to know that we were at least 51% wanting to ascend, wanting to evolve, wanting a higher vibration. And we got it. We got it. We were at 53%. So we now have ships around Earth that are here to help. By all means, join me in asking for their support. Please ask for their support in assisting us in our ascension process and an end to the tyrannical enslavement of humanity. So that's the great news that came about last month in the Andromeda Council update. It's wonderful to know that we can now get support from our friends in the Andromeda Council and all of the support systems that work with them. So that's the great news. All right, wise ones wanted a message today. So let's get with them and see what they have to say. Hello, guys. Hello. Namaste, everyone. We are back and we are very happy to be here. We know it's only 2 months, but it feels like much longer than that. So let's update you on what's going on energetically, what to be aware of. And as Karen just pointed out, you all did an amazing job on April 8th during that eclipse period of time. The whole world joined in to be joyous about it. It's very interesting, whether you knew it or not, it affected the whole planet. Whether you could see it or not did not matter. It affected everyone. And what's fascinating is Karen has seen it and heard it. We have seen it from all of you. Everyone's feeling like something shifted. Something lifted. Something's easier. Something's lighter. And it is. It is. As Karen started to explain, what happened that day with that solar eclipse is the dense energy, the trauma energy, the pain, the past cellular energy that has been bottled up, that has been anchoring humanity. It's been keeping you dense and low. And as a result, it's been holding Earth down as well. What weight is on her affects her as well. And you. So, and when the whole world has that weight on their shoulder, it's a humanity mass consciousness. And yes, there's some really intense drama happening on the planet right now. 2 major wars going on, and a lot of other insidious practices that have been going on. You've got human trafficking. You've got the enslavement in communist countries, that people are being used for labor, slave labor and organ harvesting, and many other things. Those are the worst atrocities and crimes against humanity. So we're going to leave that there. You've got the massive integration that's being controlled and manipulated into different countries to, if you look at dark energy, what do they want from you? They want your light diminished. They want your identity diminished. They want your ability to manifest to be eliminated. They want your health weak. They want to limit your voice and your ability to speak. They want to keep you so occupied and so challenged that you cannot get out of the left brain, the reptilian ego brain. Because that's the brain. That's the part of the human being that can be manipulated and controlled. So they do not in any way, shape, or form want you to step out of the left brain. Where is manifestation? Where is creativity? Where is your ability to co-create and connect to the field? Right brain. All right? So everything they do is because they want you in a, right brain 5D, left brain is 3D. They want you in 3D. They do not want you up here. Not a no-how, never, Stay away from there. What happened on April 8th? It went from, left brain up, right brain low. It's kind of like this right now. Yay! It's a little bit higher. And what that means, guys, is that you need to stay focused more than ever on peace. Peace. Love. Hopeful, good thoughts. Gratitude. Stay in gratitude. Stay in appreciation. Stay in the mind's eye of creating a world you want. Continue to let go of those traumas. What someone said doesn't define you, it defines them. What they projected at you doesn't define you, it defines them. What someone did to you doesn't define you, it defines them. How you respond defines you. Karen just heard something today. Response ability. It's the ability to respond and make a different choice and perspective about what happened to you. Intriguing, isn't it? Think about that for a minute. Who are you going to be in your response? Now, let's make it very clear. This does not mean in any way, shape, or form that somebody didn't do something terrible to you. Someone didn't say something nasty to you. Someone maybe hurt you in a way that was painful. And how dare they do that? It wasn't fair. You didn't deserve it. Again, it doesn't define you. And we're not saying it didn't happen. We're not saying you don't have a right to feel pain and anger. But holding on to that pain and anger keeps you a victim. Only you, no one else. Letting it go and deciding here's what I learned from that. This is my silver lining. This is the golden nugget I'm taking away from that experience, because nobody's going to talk to me that way again. I am going to create this boundary, this communication pattern, and I am going to stand up. So who did you just become? Without that challenge, you wouldn't have stepped into that becoming. You wouldn't have stepped up your plate to a higher bar of response abilities. Okay? Really think about that. Since the April 8th solar eclipse, the ability to be above at a higher bar and a higher level has increased. And here's why. As you're moving into the Aquarian age, as the solar system is moving, we've been telling you over and over and over and again that you're moving into a higher vibration. And it's as if the blender keeps just getting turned up. And you're spinning faster. And none of those clumps, those traumas can stay anymore, because they're going, they're getting beaten up, and you are having to just let them go. Because you are spinning so fast in this ascension energy. It is demanding you step up to a higher vibration. Because up here, you're floating on the waves. Down here, it's like a jackhammer now. If you're down here, you want up here where you're floating. That's where peace is. Up there. So, April 8th, literally, you've heard this all so many times. The veil. And it used to be so hard for shamans and for people to cross over the veil. And only a handful could accomplish that and get through that dense vibration between what shamans call the upper world versus the physical plane versus the lower world. Right? Now, it's like you can all kind of connect into the red phone. Karen's used this analogy, and if any of you haven't heard it, let us repeat it. We gave this to her a long time ago. So, indigo children came in knowing, sort of having an idea of who they were, and they were the ball busters. Indigo children came in and said, "No, are you talking to me? You can't be talking to me. I don't do no. No. You're not talking to me, so get out of my way and let me show you how it's done." That was your indigo child. They are strong-willed. They will fight you tooth and nail. Do not tell them no. Do not. It will never get past go. Do not. You always have to give your indigos choices. They came in with such a strong will. And Karen used to always say, it's like they had the red phone to the president. You know, they had the red phone to God. They would just like dial up and say, "Hi, I need you to send me a pair of sneakers right now. I need you to send me a new job. I need you to send me some money right now." Boom. They would just manifest it. Karen used to like watch them like, teach me how. Teach me how to do that. Because she is not an indigo. I'm surrounded by it, guys, but I'm not the indigo. No, Karen came in with a different purpose. She's your crystalline. She's your open your heart wide, give everybody a hug, and how dare they think that about me? Why would they think that about me? She sits and cries and beats herself up like, what did I do to be treated that way? That's our Karen. Yeah, that's true. So she did not have the red line until her shamanic work. That's why she literally goes to the other side and creates. Now, Karen will get into her shamanic state and she'll go to the other side, and then she can talk and communicate. She's clairvoyant, clairaudient. Everything is so easy once she's on the other side of the veil. That veil is getting so thin now that all of you have that ability too now. Many of you are starting to notice, wow. When you get yourself quiet, when you try to meditate, when you do something on that nature, you're all going, I can hear. You're going to be doing something during the day and think, I should call so-and-so? Oh. All right, let me go call so-and-so. Drive down this street. Oh, why would I drive down this street? I think there's something down that street. You drive down that street. You're all starting to get those signals and those messages, and you're all starting to be able to hear them as if someone was calling you. It's because you're connected isn't the right word, is it, guys? Connected. It's because the dense wall that kept you from hearing, like sort of the barricade, is thin now. There's a thin barricade. And so you're much more it's more readily available to hear from that side of the spiritual vortex. Because it's really a spiritual dimension that's a higher vibration. But again, think about that. We go back to vibration. And when you're in a 3D, you're very low. When you're in a 5D, you're very high. Well, if your solar system is moving to a higher vibration in the the Aquarian field. So if the veil is here, and you're flying here, of course it's going to be easier to hear. You're not down here anymore. So you're closer to where the spiritual zone is. And that is why it is getting easier and easier and easier. There's less distance, there's less density, there's less material, molecular structures in the way for you to hear. Hopefully you're following along with that. I'm trying to make it as visual as possible for you. But it's sort of like when you have a dense material you can't see through. Like you have a wall that's concrete, right? You can't see through. But then you put up a mesh screen. You can sort of see through it. You can hear more easily through it. The solar eclipse gave you a mesh screen. And you can better hear through it. And as a result of it transforming and transposing some of that dense fear energy and those trauma bonds and traumatic imprints from the past were kind of lit up to be healed, cleansed, and dissipate to be able to be released, that's what has allowed all of you to be floating higher. Now, we say all of that because we want to bring the main point back to you. That's what you accomplished. But if, in fact, you start connecting again to the fear mongering that is happening, there's some new events happening, the wars are happening, things got a little calm. But as they explode again, you're going to see weather manipulation patterns. You're going to see political events. You're going to see more disasters and murders and killings and war stuff. You're going to see more injustices happening. And that the ones that have caused the most injustices are not being tried for them. Hold a place of peace. Continue to ask for the truth to rise and shine. Critical, crucial right now. Critical, crucial. Because the men behind the curtains want more than anything right now. They know what you've accomplished. They know you're over that 50%. Keep asking for support, whether or not you believe in the galactic councils and our galactic friends. Doesn't matter. Ask for the angels. Ask for the ascended masters. Ask for all benevolent energy to assist in helping us stay out of fear and stay in peace. Keep visualizing and focusing on the world you want. Critical, crucial. Critical, crucial, critical, crucial. Because if they can get you all, they can create an event to get you guys to go back down into anger, fear, rage. You've lost the accomplishment of what you got to April 8th. And they get control back. Don't let them. Please, guys, don't let them get that control back. Humanity needs all of you to focus on creating a world that all lies are exposed, all crimes against humanity are held accountable. Stay in a world where you are manifesting from up there, from the other side, not manifesting from the anger and the fear. Don't bring up that shadow self again. Because look, you all have scars. You all have scars. And every time you go back and you revisit what happened, those scars become open wounds again. They get irritated, they get itchy, they get red. You don't want that. It's the past. Value what you learned from it. Let go of somebody else's toxins and poisons. It wasn't your garbage to hold. Never was. Never was. And keep moving forward in who you wish to be and what you wish to create for your world. And the whole world. The whole world. Critical, crucial. We can't say it enough. You've heard it from many sources. And this is why. Because if you allow yourself to get caught up in the storm, you feed it. You feed it and you give them back power because you've just lost your 53%. And if you go below 50, then the galactics and all of your friends that wish to have Earth free have to sit back and hope again for humanity. You made great feats, great leaps, great bounds. Hold on to it. Keep going. Keep going. You don't want to lose that now. And there's going to be stuff thrown at you. There is going to be stuff thrown at you. But we want you to all just, work with us here. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out on ah. Deep breath in. Breathe out on ah. Deep breath in. Breathe out on ah. How do you feel? You feel peaceful? You feel centered? Do you feel balanced? Is that how you want to feel throughout the day? Or do you want to feel the craziness of the rat wheel of fear? Choose. It's your choice. The age-old question. You can choose fear or you can choose love. You can only be in one emotion at a time in the brain. Fear, love. Fear, love. Left brain. Fear, right brain. Love. You can only function in one brain at a time. There's a reason the left brain's called the reptilian brain. It's the controllable brain. It's the one that can be controlled. Right brain is connected to the field of infinite potentials and infinite possibilities. We pray you decide to play in the infinite potentials and possibilities. Stay with the right brain. Stay with peace. Stay with the choice of creating the world you want, because that's where it happens. That's the place. You've got a mesh between you and the other world. Use it wisely. Wisely. Because when you start to face the fear, you stop looking up and you go back down. And you're not with that anymore. Keep looking up. That's where the power is. That's where the wisdom is. That's where the peace is. And for everybody who gets to a place of peace, they lift up about 230,000 other people who are in fear. That's the power versus force equation. It's an amazing book, guys. Power versus force. This is what we wish you to know right now. You're at a crucial point. What are you going to choose? What is humanity going to choose? You can make a huge difference with your choices every day. You can. What are you going to choose? With that, we take our leave. Namaste for now. Karen will stay with you and do a meditation. Also, very important to do every day, or as often as possible. We thank you, we honor you, we love you, we understand you. We always wish you the best. We are one. Namaste. Bye guys, thanks. I hope you could relate to that message as much as I could. It's funny how many people said there's been a shift. Something's changed. Something's changed. There's been a shift. I had one friend tell me people are starting to see me. They're starting to see who I am. Like that scene from Avatar where she looks at the guy and she says, I see you. I see who you are. I had that happen once. I was at an expo, and this woman saw me, and she hadn't ever seen me before. She was well known in the community, and she was talking to the person who was next to me where I was working, and she saw my star, and she went, oh my God, who does this belong to? I have been seeing this image over and over and over lately. And the woman said, oh, it's hers. Isn't that beautiful? And she introduced herself to me. And then she took one look at me. Well, the woman introduced me. And this person took one look at me and went, oh my God, who are you? And I told her my name, and I told her what I do. And she went, I know. I can see it. You're all over the universe. Can't tell you how much it meant for me to be seen. Someone to see what I'm capable of. It's happened like less than one hand's time. She just went on and on about what she saw in my light field. So, I say that because I believe we're all getting to that point of being seen and heard. And that's what I heard my friend say. Someone saw me. She's like, you're here to teach Jedis. She's standing in a line and she's like, you're here to teach the Jedis. And my friend had been saying that to me for a while now. But for the fact that somebody saw her and saw that in her, that's since April 8th. So my prayer is that all of you will start to see yourselves as well in a new light. That's the opportunity right now. Use it. Use it. Don't lose it. Hold on to that. Really, really important. It's really important. So, with that, let's do our meditation and serve the world and the universe that way. So, I didn't open up with toning today. Aha! They forgot to remind me to do toning. So let's do a toning right now. A toning to see our higher vibration, to see and hold our higher vibration. Let's do that. Yananamanakai yo ho yom ho yom ayatoya nanakia namakata tai chinato yahakana rami yatati yakotochuno namakahati Miona takahati Hom nyahai nyanom Nyanamakahati Nyonanamahakom Hayaninom Hayaninum yokato kato. Shototokomatai iiko na kacha ma hakihitihi nyo homna kati atachona de kiamataki ti hu yanamaki yahanamaki yo chonomakata iti ki. Also. Well, that was certainly different than I expected. Didn't see that one coming. And you've heard that a lot from me, haven't you? Yeah. All right. Time to do our mass meditation of light and love. All right. So we are going to stand in our I am, that I am, crystalline starlight radiance. Rooted with the heart of Mother Earth and the unconditional love of Father God. Anchored with our light's origination point energy and our oversoul. Aligning with all our higher selves wisdom. We are one, we are present, we are all that is in our I am, that I am. Crystalline starlight being. We invite unconditional love to flow to us, through us, from us, to us, through us, from us, to us, through us, from us, 24/7, 365. And in this presence, we invite in all of our benevolent friends and teams, all our benevolent ascended masters, angels, archangel friends, all our benevolent galactic friends come together in one heart consciousness in this plane of existence. We ask that you come together with us and we send love. We send love to the core of Mother Earth, to the light web of all light energy, and to our Mother Central Sun, the source of all energy. We triangulate this field of light, surrounding all molecules on Earth with this unconditional ascension healing energy. We surround all beings with this energy on Earth. We surround all leaders, organizations, governments, institutes, businesses, organizations, any group of two or more. We surround in a healing, ascension, energy, cocoon, surrounded by impenetrable bubbles of violet flame. Only love enters and exits that violet flame, the breath of God. Any harm that any of these groups, leaders, governments are attempting to do rapidly ricochets back to its source and implodes. Poof! As sovereign light beings, we intend to amend and declare that all lies and crimes against humanity be rise to the surface, the light shine on all of them, and all be held accountable. Or we send them back to their light's origination point to start over again as amoebas to learn love and light. We surround all light workers and their families and friends, any being that's working for the service of humanity and for the good of all. All farmers, farmland, livestock, food sources of any kind, we surround in these ascension healing cocoons of light and love with biofilms of energy that source all of these light workers with the proper nutrients and energy they need to thrive in this world. Absolutely thrive in this world. Surrounded by the breath of God, impenetrable bubbles of violet flame. Any harm attempted to be sent to them rapidly ricochets back to its source and implodes. Only love enters and exits. We surround all those beings that are hurting in any way, shape, and form. We surround them in healing cocoons of light and love with the wings of angels to support them and lift them out of their dis-ease. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for this and greater. All those that are being criminally assaulted, all those that are being trafficked, we surround in these impenetrable bubbles of violet flame, surrounded with the healing ascension cocoons and the biofilms of energy that they need to thrive. Any harm coming at them rapidly ricochets back to its source and implodes. Instantly, without a moment hesitation. As sovereign light beings, we intend, demand, and declare an end to the tyrannical enslavement on this planet, an end to the endless wars, an end to the toxic food and the harmful things being done to our beautiful Mother Earth. As sovereign light beings, we intend, demand, and declare a healthcare system based on vibrant health and vital energy, vibrating ourselves back to their highest vibratory frequency. We intend, demand, and declare a legal system based on justice, truth, integrity, honesty, and justice, with all injustices being dissolved in the violet flame. As sovereign light beings, we intend, demand, and declare that all of our governments, leaders, organizations, businesses, all of the institutes of any group of two or more work for the people, in service to humanity, and in service to the planet and all of nature. We demand and declare this as sovereign light beings now. As sovereign light beings, we intend, demand, and declare a financial system based on asset-backed currencies, real assets, and an end to the financial enslavement and mega billionaire trillionaires controlling all money and power, allowing all people equal buying power. We intend, demand, and declare solutions for healthy water, clean air, clean soil. We send light kosher food energy. We bring it up through the earth into the water, soil, and air. That everyone breathes this ascension energy. Everyone drinks ascension energy. Everyone eats food with ascension energy that allows all of us to vibrate to our new earth on our new life as fifth dimensional beings. We intend, demand, and declare an opportunity to raise our frequency and become who we were meant to become and what we've been promised in every text since the beginning, our golden age. It is our right as children of Mother Earth and of Father God. It is our biological, spiritual right to utilize our creativity to connect to the field and to co-create infinite potentials of infinite possibilities. We intend, demand, and declare the right for these opportunities now. Now. It is done, it is done, it is done. In the Trinity of Three, it is done. Namaste. Yes, I always feel so good when I do that. So good. All right, I am losing light here, guys, so it's time to say good night, goodbye. Thank you for joining me. It has been a delight to bring forth the wise once again. And I'm not sure who will be back next month, but I will be back, and I will be looking forward to bringing more information. I am working on the book. I'm going to get some time to work on the book this month, so I'm super excited to get the first draft done, get it out to hands, and have people start editing and giving me feedback. So good news, that is really coming along. Really, I'm so excited about it. I'm so excited. It will truly be a self-empowerment journey for you to learn who you are and who you are not, to more fully unconditionally love you. So with that, goodbye for now. Happy May, and have a wonderful June. I'll see you back then. Bye for now.